Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight, we are getting back to something we haven't done for 2 weeks, I think it's been. That is the Solo Crisis League. This is the start of Season 7, so it's round 1. Season 7 is going to be just standard rules. We're not mixing up anything too much as far as gameplay is concerned, but we are going to mix up a few things behind the scenes, and that's including special bonus points depending on the character you choose. So for each of the 3 attempts, you're offered 3 characters. One of them gives you bonus points, one does not, and one actually takes away points from your score. So, the one that takes away points is generally seen as the best or strongest one. That's not always the case. Sometimes I gave some bonus points to characters or took some bonus points away in order to gain more data on characters I don't have much data for. So kind of to incentivize that, that's how it's working. So right now, we've got Saint Walker, which actually takes away points if you choose him. Hawkman, Crisis Hawkman, which just nullifies at 0, and Dark Knight's Metal Batman. I'm going with Crisis Hawkman. Now, the bonus points from Batman sounds nice, but Crisis Hawkman at 0 effect on my score is pretty powerful. I would like to get the bonus points of Batman, but he's kind of untested almost, and having the strong character with a 0 effect on my score, I think is better than the untested character with the bonus points. My personal opinion. Everyone can play differently, obviously. That's just how I decided to approach it. So, Crisis Hawkman is the way I'm going. So these 2 are out, and they're added to our so what's the word? Identity Crisis, right? No, not Identity Crisis. Heroic Sacrifice. That's right. So they're added to my Heroic Sacrifice stack here so that they can come up later. Now, this is using Crisis 2 plus the base set, because round 1's always the base set, right? So Crisis 2 is very similar to Crisis 1. It's honestly not that different at all. They kind of blend really well together, and I like Crisis 2. It is my personal favorite of all 4 Crises, so I am looking forward to that. We start off with Immortal Villain in play, and that reads, when a non-villain card with cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, destroy it and replace it. Each player must discard 5 power worth of cards from his hand. Then we have Vandal Savage. He has a stack ongoing ability of when a card with an attack leaves the lineup, resolves attack against each player. Now what's good about that is it allows us to kind of control when that attack takes place, because it is when it leaves the lineup, not when it enters the lineup like Impossible Mode Ra's al Ghul does. So we can say, okay, now we don't have anything that we don't have. So there's a card that says make you discard a card if the attack goes through, right? We can decide to take that out at a time when we don't have a card in our hand, so that the attack kind of nullifies itself. That's the approach that I will be using with that card, if possible, right? Why not? So I think we are just about all set here, right? Yeah, we can just get started. Let's get that first lineup going. Now, Immortal Villain's stack ongoing ability is in play, or its ability is in play, so we can't quite avoid those expensive cards coming out early and then losing them right away. But nothing happened there. Alright, I didn't actually go over Hawkman's ability, did I? If you play 2 or more heroes during your turn, choose a player, that player draws a card. So what that's going to incentivize me to do is get heroes when I always play strong heroes. Those are some of the strongest ones in the games. I think most people would agree. But then there's a character like Green Arrow, who's essentially, for Crisis Mode, an expensive kick. He's a cost 5 card, and he only gives you +2 power. That's it. But he's a hero. So there's a little bit extra bonus for having him with Hawkman in play. So that is how we're going to do it. We're going to focus on heroes, and then, the other strong cards from the set from there on out. This is a little blown out. I'm just going to turn my light down a little bit. Just a little. Maybe a little more. That should do it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we didn't lose anything to Immortal Villain, so that's good. But there's no attacks out here either, so we're in a good place. 1, 2, 3, and 4 power. We're actually going to get a Scrimastix and say goodbye to Cheetah. Because why not do 2 things, right? 1 card's going to come out. Super Strength is destroyed. Hopefully we can get that back. And the Cape and the Cowl is in. Okay. That's a very good defense card, so we might want that. 1, 2, 3 power is all we have, though. I'm going to go ahead and get Channeling the Emotional Spectrum, because that's going to be very powerful come the crises that need specific card types that we may not have otherwise. So that's what we're going to do there. New card coming out. Mara, very good early game card, especially if we can get Zatanna in the mix as well. We'll be using her +4 power very often. With Hawkman on top of that, pretty strong. Not going to complain about that. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I could afford Cape and Cowl, but Mara is the way to go, I think. 1, for being a hero, and 2, having such a small deck at the beginning of the game, the odds of getting that +4 power are higher. So that's what we're going to do there. New card, Crystal Shield. Okay. Crystal Shield's actually the card of the day on the Discord server, so if you're not part of that, check out the link below. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go with Crystal Shield because, I mean, while I like Cape and Cowl, obviously, I've said that many times now, getting that extra draw during a non-defensive turn is going to help increase the odds of hitting Hawkman's, what's the word I'm looking for? Hitting his ability. New card coming out. Batmobile, another good one. I like cards like that, ones that kind of you play and adjust your entire hand. Big fan of that playstyle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am going to go for Cape and Cowl this time. With 2 defense cards in our deck now, I'm pretty confident we can take on whatever gets thrown at us. Swamp Thing will survive. Good. Wasn't sure if he would or not. I thought he'd be a little more expensive, honestly. 1, and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sevens, what we got here. We're going to use that to get rid of Bizarro, because it's not very often we're going to be able to afford to do that. Alright, you got to shuffle it up again. New card comes out. Alright, we officially have everything we need. There's no villain in play, so we can beat Immortal Villain. Now, its to beat is each player must discard +5 power worth of cards from his hand. Let's see what we can do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 this turn, so that's not going to happen this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy choice, though. We're going to go Swamp Thing, because it's another hero to fuel Hawkman. New card comes out. Please don't be a villain. It's a villain. No villains of attacks left, right? No, but this one does. So Poison Ivy's attack is going to hit as soon as she leaves the lineup, and her attack is each foe discards the top card of his deck. If its cost is 1 or greater, that player gains a weakness. Not great. 1, and draw a card. 2, 3. Let's get rid of Poison Ivy. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and get Bulletproof. Bulletproof is a way to destroy cards as we get attacked. So, go ahead and get ourselves shuffled here. That will allow us to get some of these starter cards destroyed. Let's see what we got here. We did end up with Mara, so that's good. That is... Well, wait. We want to actually try and beat this, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 5, so we will discard those cards, and Immortal Villain is defeated. So that's 1 down. That is 1 down. I'm going to get these out. These are the unused villains. I'll just put them up here. With that one defeated, we are now able to get those +6 cards, those 6+ cards in the lineup. We did have to sacrifice Mara's ability for the turn, but you know what? It was kind of worth it, especially with that coming out this turn. 1, and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to get Green Arrow and Batmobile. It would be nice to get rid of Black Lantern Wonder Woman, but her attack's going to hit me if we take her out while Vandal Savage is in play. So I'm thinking we wait for after defeating Vandal Savage before we take care of that. Black Lantern Green Arrow, on the other hand, each foe destroys a starter in his hand. If a player cannot, he destroys the top card of his deck. So if we beat him now, we'll be able to get rid of a punch. So 1, I can get an equipment into my hand as long as it costs 3 or less. It's probably just Batmobile. It is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to buy this. So each foe destroys a starter in his hand. We're going to get rid of this punch. Leaves us with 2 power. 3, we'll use that to get another Scrim Stick. Okay, that's a pretty good set of turns there. That's going to put us in a good place here. We're able now to... We don't have to worry about the 6+ cards coming out. We've got a few heroes in here, and now we're just going to start whittling down those starters. We need a few ways to do it, though, don't we? We really need to get something like Nth Metal Mace or something along those lines in order to start destroying them a little more regularly. I think all we have right now in our hand is Bulletproof. Rage Blood's going to change that, though. Okay. 1, 2. Bunch of vulnerabilities won't do anything, so we can't buy anything this turn. But it is good to see Rage Blood out there, and I'm going to want that. The Atom also. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Definitely get Rage Blood. Definitely get the Atom, and definitely get a kick. There we go. We are moving now. Let's start with a Scrim of Sticks, putting a equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. Don't think we actually have one there. We do not. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll get Aquaman's Trident and a kick. I think that's going to be it on kicks for a little bit. 2 is kind of enough. This deck is full enough as it is without having destruction cards right now. So I've only been able to destroy 1 starter is the thing, and we have 10 of them. I don't want that flooding the deck all day. So we're going to have to work on that. Okay, definitely got Mara for our 4 power, so that's good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is enough to beat Vandal Savage. So he is out of play. And we can move on to the next turn. Let's see if we have the necessary defense cards. I have no defense card in my hand, so we're going to have to deal with whatever happens here. We'll get that out after this. The new crisis is Missing Heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 equipment from hand. 4 equipment. Now, when you're playing solo, that equipment can come from your discard pile as well. So it's not a total hit to us. And then Mongol. Each player destroys 1 location of each different cost he controls. If you have none or avoid this attack, gain 2 weaknesses. We're going to just gain those 2 weaknesses. New card comes out for the turn. We're going to start with Rage Blood. We're going to destroy this weakness we just gained. So that's 2. Don't know if there's anything I actually want to gain from the destroyed pile right now. Except for Super Strength. That sounds very nice, but I can't get that just yet. So the Atom's kind of useless for now. So but we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. We will get rid of this so we can get rid of things. And you know, we're going to have not played this. That only costs 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need to destroy what? 4 equipment. I've only got 3 right now. So maybe this next turn, hopefully if we get something, this next turn will be the one. New card comes out. Nth Metal Mace. That's not the Nth Metal Mace I was thinking about, honestly. Alright, now we do have it. We have 1 equipment here. 2, 3, and 4. I don't want to lose Cape and Cowl this way, but you know what? Getting rid of missing heroes that fast is not something to complain about. So that is over. I'll take it. Okay, so we can still play the turn. 1, 2, and 3. Definitely Nth Metal Mace with our need for heroes. It's going to be paramount. Gotta get rid of that Mongol. X-ray vision's kind of useless. In fact, let's do Batmobile. If it's the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 5 cards. Gotta shuffle this up. We got rid of 4 equipment there. We're only down 1 starter. Hopefully our deck's slimming out, but it is still starter heavy. This hand's not much better. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We can at least get another Crystal Shield. We already talked about its benefits, so let's try and use them, right? There we go. Super Strength. That's going to be game-changing. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, destroy a 0-cost card. Let's get rid of one of these vulnerabilities. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Definitely getting Super Strength. That's going to be our Villain Hunter right there. 5 power, are you kidding me? That's like half of what you need for some other characters. For some of the villains, I mean. Black Lantern Aquaman. Alright. Let's do this. 2, are you a hero? It is not. I will discard it. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can use the Atom to destroy a vulnerability and gain a punch. 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We'll get rid of this. And I'm not going to buy a kick, I don't think. I think we're good. There's another villain there. Shuffling it up again. Oh, you know what? We had 2 heroes that turn. We could have used Hawkman. That would have been better, right? Next time. Gotta use his ability, though. We're missing out. Alright. 2, 4. I can draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just shy of what we needed there. But we can get rid of this, leaving us with 5. You know what? Bring it back. With that 11, let's get Mogo. And we have 4 more we need. We're not going to buy a kick. We're good. That's all we're going to buy that turn. Robin. Now we're talking. Robin's going to trigger that. If we can get a copy of Bat Signal, even better. We're going to have a good time. 2, we get to destroy a 0-cost card in my discard pile. We'll destroy a punch again. 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that's an easy choice. Get rid of this for 6, and we'll get this for 3. Good, good, good. Zatanna. Okay, now we're starting to get the heroes I need to make Hawkman flow. 2, are you a hero? It is not. We will discard it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely get Zatanna there. Move on. Atlantis. Another location. That's good. It's good to see that. We're going to use the Atom on Crystal Shield here, and we're going to use it to replace for getting the Cape and the Cowl back. I like that defense card. That's 2 power. 3 and draw a card. 4, 5, and 6 is enough to buy Atlantis. And move on. Alright, starting to get some momentum here. I mean, we got rid of 3 starters. That's a good start. We've got a bunch of heroes, so we're going to be using Hawkman's ability hopefully every turn. That's really the goal here, right? Whenever you have a hero with an ability like that, you want to try and use it every turn. So let's try and do that. New card comes out. We'll get Mogo. He's a defense ability, so that's good. So it means we're going to get 5 power now from Swamp Thing. 6, use Hawkman to draw a card. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We are just shy of our goal again. We will get Channeling the Emotional Spectrum and stop there. Mogo will stay in play, so there is that for us. New card comes out. Clayface. I do want that card for myself. We're going to start a Batmobile, though, discarding these cards and drawing 5 new ones. That hand wasn't going anywhere good. This is not hugely better. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just shy again. I'm consistently just shy of that 12 goal. We're going to say goodbye to Clayface and move on. New card coming out. Utility Belt. Now the location here of Atlantis. Rage Blood. Let's destroy another starter. I know I saw that weakness. So once during each of your turns, you may put a card you buy or gain from the lineup on top of your deck. So once per turn, we can put a card on top of our deck. Good news. So 2, 4, are you a hero? It is. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I want any of those cards, though, so we're going to move on. That Atlantis ability will remain in play. It doesn't leave just yet. All right. I do want Lobo for myself, but he is a villain, so I can't do that. We will get the full 4 power from Mara. Let's, going to use the Atom on Channeling the Emotional Spectrum to get a different 3-cost card, if that's okay. What do we have available to us? Maybe not. Maybe we'll do... Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep that. I guess we could use it on a punch to get a punch back, so I guess we'll just break even with punches and still use the card, I guess. In doing so, though, that's 2 heroes, so we can draw a card. So we are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's enough to say goodbye to Lobo, which is what we need. Really want to purchase Lobo. That would be ideal. New card comes out. Scarecrow. Let's go ahead and destroy a 0-cost card in our discard pile. We have no vulnerabilities. We'll just destroy a punch. Get that train rolling. So that's 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is enough to get rid of Mongol. So we're going to do that. Because we had a few turns there where we were just 1 shy, so I'm going to take advantage of this turn where we actually got him gone. He's gone. So if you're just joining us, this is for the Solo Crisis League. It's a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its Crisis expansions. More info below, and I'm sure I'll talk about it throughout the night. We do have a defense card in our hand, and we have Mogo out here too, so we're in a good place. Draining the Emotional Spectrum. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 4 cards, 3 cards, plus the 1 for the turn. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the revealed card's type and replace them. To beat, each player discards a random card. Remove the crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. Okay. New villain. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a number of cards equal to the VP of value of this card. We will defend with Crystal Shield. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand, or draw a card. Card of cost 3 or less. We're going to put... No, we'll put... Sure, we'll put Merit in my hand. So it's the beginning of our turn. We do have Draining the Emotional Spectrum, which means at the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck, destroy all cards in the lineup with the revealed card's type, and replace them. So that's starters. There are no starters out there, so that's a good time to have it. I have an idea. 1, 2, 3. We're going to buy High Tech Hero. We're going to use Atlantis to put that on top of my deck. And then play Nth Metal. Are you a hero? It is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 triggers Hawkman to draw another card. So 10 power will use... Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Sorry, 1, 2, 3, that's gone. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7. 8. That's enough to get rid of both of these. And I have to discard a random card from my hand, right? There's only one card left in my hand. Each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. There are no starters in the lineup, so we beat it. That is the end of draining the emotional spectrum in just one turn. I really like that move we did where we bought High-Tech Hero, used Atlantis to put it on top, and then Nth Metal Mace to draw him. That's a strong move. Would highly recommend that. Gotta get King of Atlantis. Good for Hawkman, good for card destruction. Forgot to remove this card, but we did beat it. Alright, new card coming out is Black Lantern Power Ring. Good news. That's very, very good news. Alright, Zatanna. Let's go ahead and put 2 cards from our deck on the bottom. Sorry, put 2 cards from our discard pile on the bottom of our main deck, right? Yeah, it's going to be Mara for sure. And we'll make the other one... not Rage Blood. That's not going to help us. We'll put a defense card there. I think that's the way to go. We'll put a defense card. And that defense card will be... Do we not have... Oh, we had Cape and Cowl. There it is. Cape and Cowl. Okay. So that's 1 power. 2, we can put an equipment from our discard pile into our hand. Think an Nth Metal Mace. I think that's all we have. Yeah. The 1, 2. That is 2 heroes, so we can draw a card. 3, 4. Are you a hero? It is not. We will discard it. 5, 6, 7, 12, 13 power. That is enough to beat Black Hand very, very quickly. We still have 2 power left over, but we're not going to buy anything with that. We got a defense card in there like we planned, so we can defend against the attack of this next villain, and we are in a pretty good place to keep moving. Really doing well. I really wanted King of Atlantis, and I really want Black Lantern Power Ring. Those 2 things are musts for me, but we are in a good place, so I'm not going to complain. Alright. Still have Mara here and Cape and Cowl like we planned. Our new crisis is 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. Like I said, we'll do 5 just to make up 1 for the turn. I mean, not to make up for anything, but to add 1 for the turn also. When a superpower enters the lineup, which I believe Bulletproof did. Yep, Bulletproof did. Each player gains a weakness. To beat, your team must destroy 7 cards with different costs from their discard pile. That can be pretty tough sometimes. We're going to try and do it, obviously, but it can be tough. Our new villain is Mr. Freeze. Each player may only play up to 4 cards from his hand during his turn. Can't defend against that, unfortunately. And we have a discard pile now, so we can't even fully use Mara's ability. So we did get pretty hurt that turn. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I can do. Can't play these 2. So 6 power is what we've got. We're going to use that to get King of Atlantis. We're going to start slimming some things down. New card coming out. Heat Vision. Even better for slimming things down. Oh, we do gain a weakness, though, because that is a superpower. 2, we can destroy this weakness. 7, because of these. That's good. 8, 9, we can draw a card. 10, 11 power. Definitely get rid of this, leaving us with 9 power. We'll go ahead and get Heat Vision, leaving us with 3 power, and we'll get Nth Metal. Need that Black Lantern Power Ring. Alright, new card comes out. I'm going to real quickly just check our discard pile here. So we have 3, 6, 0, 2s. I'm just sorting everything out now, trying to figure out how many different costs we already have before deciding how to continue. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different costs. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Got to get that Black Lantern Power Ring. That's going to allow us to get some different cost cards easily. So 1, we can put an equipment in our hand. Probably Cape and Cowl, because I don't think any other ones... Oh, Nth Metal, I think. 2, look at the top card. You may destroy it. We will not. 3, 4, 5, we can draw a card, though. 6, 7 is all we're going to get. We'll get Black Lantern Power Ring, use Atlantis to put that on top of our deck, and we'll also buy Catwoman. Right, Green Arrow's bow, good news. Good thing to see there. Definitely getting Zatanna here and putting 2 cards at the bottom of our deck. That's going to be Mara for sure. And what else? Do Mara and Nth Metal Mace, those 2 things. So that's 1 power. Let's get a villain from the destroyed pile, right? Get an expensive one like, you know, Lobo. Been looking for that for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't play any more cards, but we might have what we need for 7 Deadly Sins already. Again, we're going to sort this out by price. Yeah, we already have enough different prices here, so that's good news. Okay, so we'll destroy a 0, a 1. We'll get rid of Catwoman for 2. Up here, we'll get rid of Kick for 3. For 4, I think it's Bulletproof that's got to go. 5s. Goodbye to Green Arrow. And we're going to get rid of Lobo because we can get him back real easily with Black Lantern. So that is 7 different cards of different costs. That is the end of 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. Okay. Back in business here. Can still only play 4 cards from our hand, but that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 power. Green Arrow's bow it is. That puts us in a pretty good place. Because we did set up that deck for our, the deck for our next turn here. We have Mara there for some high power. I mean, that's 4 power by herself. I forgot what the other one was, honestly. I guess we'll find out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, Swamp Thing. So that's 4 power, 9 power, 14 power. We'll use that to sure. We'll get rid of Mr. Freeze for 14 there. Boom. This leaves us with 4 power. We'll get rid of Bane. So that's 0 power. 1, 2, 3. Are you a hero? It is not, but we will leave that there with our 3 power. I feel like I should get an X-ray vision just in case, but it might be too early and it might just be floating around my deck for a while. I think we'll just buy nothing. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, we have Cape and Cowl to defend with, so we are in a pretty good position. It's a good place to be. Oh, how long has my video been frozen like that? Let me see what's going on here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and fix this. I'm not sure how long that's been frozen. Turn it off and back on. Nope. All right. I have to fix this. You can't see anything, can you? That's not great. All right, so what we're gonna do is fix this live on there. So we're just gonna remove this and add a new camera. Sorry about this. I don't know when that started, but hopefully this fixes it. Dun dun dun. Okay, there it is. It looked like there was no audio. I apologize. Looks like we're up in business now. Okay. Is it working now? Sorry, I just saw your comment. Just about the same time I saw that there was no audio on my levels, but it looks like it's going now. Hopefully that's working now. So I do have to put one out for the turn still. One for the crisis is a cost 4, so we're losing this and this turn. All right. Not sure what happened there. It looks like it went out for some reason. But it's back. All right. Unfortunately, it's Zatanna now, which isn't great. 1 and draw a card, though. 6 for these locations. 7. Let's look at this. We will destroy this. I don't need it. So we're at 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's 2 heroes, so we can draw a card. 12. Okay. 12 is a little better. We can work with that. I think what we do here is we'll get rid of Starro for 7. And then 2 and 3 here is another 5. That'll be 12 total. So we're dwindling it down slowly. We're getting there. Let's go ahead and put 1 card out for the turn. And 1 for Frozen City. So that's an 8. There's no other 8s in the game, this particular setup, I believe, so we should be good there. 5 power. 6, let's get an equipment into our hand. We're going to get Nth Metal, 7. Look at this, we can destroy it. We will not. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we have to get this. And we'll get rid of Black Lantern, Green Arrow. So, let's start. I know that didn't really amount to much. Oh, we're going to use Atlantis to put Man of Steel on top of the deck. That will allow us to get a much stronger turn here. So 1 card coming out, 1 card for the crisis. All the 2s are out. We're going to start with Man of Steel to get all those superpowers from our discard pile into our hand. It's not a ton of them. There is enough, though, that it's worth it. So that's 3 power. 4 and draw a card. Draw another card. 9, 10, 11. 14, I can destroy a card in my discard pile. Goodbye to this punch. 17, I can destroy another card. Get rid of another punch. Finally getting these starters out of here. 18, 19, 20, 21, I can get a villain from the destroyed pile. Are there any villains worth having? Starro is good to destroy via the Atom. Oh, this weakness shouldn't be up there. I think I want Clayface. Clayface seems like the way to go. Clayface it is. Okay, so I forgot where we're at power-wise. So 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 total. That should be enough to get rid of this for 2, bringing us down to 19, 4, 15, 4, 11, 4, 7, 5, brings us down to 2 power. I'll take it. 2 power, I will take. I wish I could have gotten rid of 2 fits that turn. Oop, my light went down. 1 second. Man, everything's just falling apart tonight, isn't it? Just falling apart. Alright, that should do it. Okay. New card coming out for the turn. New card for the crisis. It's good to see that bat signal. Nothing's getting turned down because Animal Man didn't cost us the same as anything else. But with Bat Signal, we can kind of chain that with the Robins we have in our deck and get a pretty strong turn. In fact, we can use Bat Signal to get Man of Steel out so we can get all the superpowers too. So it's a really strong combination there. We're going to start with Indigo Tribe. So villains you own and the lineup become heroes this turn. So that's 4 power. 5, 6, 7, you may destroy up to 2 cards in your hand and or discard pile. We're going to get rid of another punch. I get a second card. Probably Utility Belt. I'm not really using that. In fact, we already had the Crisis that gets rid of equipment, so Utility Belt's an easy choice. So we are at 7 power. Because of Indigo Tribe, he is a hero, so that triggers Hawkman to draw a card. 8, and I can get to 9, 10 if I destroy another card. I believe there's another copy in here of Utility Belt. So yes, 9, 10. 11, 12. Plus 3 gets us to 15, and nothing for this. We will buy this, bring us down to 10. Brings us down to 6, and this will bring us down to 4. Now, because of Indigo Tribe, this is a hero now, so we can just gain it. He doesn't get destroyed. That does defeat. Frozen City is done. Okay. Any of those things I want to put on top of my deck, we're going to put Bat Signal on top of our deck so we can get Man of Steel this next turn to defeat a Mazo very quickly. Thank you, Atlantis. New card coming out. It's the Atom. We're going to play Bat Signal. Put a hero from your discard pile into your hand. That hero is a pretty easy choice. Where is he? Man of Steel. So now we're at 4 power and I get all the superpowers into my hand. All of them. And there's a lot because they forced us to buy a few with that Frozen City. Lots of destruction ones too, so we're going to thin this deck out nicely. Nice. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the mat isn't falling apart. That is the good news. But my video, my audio, my lighting, I haven't done a DC stream in a few weeks, and for whatever reason, it's just cursed tonight. But yeah, I'm glad you must have just bought it recently, so I'm glad you found it. Yeah, I'm happy with it, and I'm really happy with how it came out, and I hope you like it too. Should be out there real soon. So we're at 4 power right now. We're going to draw a card. 5, 6. Has to be my discard pile. I don't think I have any 0-cost cards in my discard pile. Nope. All right, we're at 6. Anything I can do here? 7, 8, 9. We will destroy this punch in my hand. 10, 11, 12. We're going to destroy another card. Let's get rid of... There's not really anything I want to destroy in here. I think we're in a good place that we don't have to destroy something right now. But you know what? We have these in our hand. Maybe there's something here we can destroy. I don't need the kick. We don't need the power, honestly. So we're at 12. 13, draw a card. Here we go. 14, 15, are you a hero? Now, I purposely delayed my card order there so that I could get the card I wanted. All right, so are you a hero? It is. Okay, so I can play this now for full 4 power, getting us to 19. 20, 21, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It's crazy, I know. 33, and we can destroy X-ray vision to make that 36. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. That's enough to beat a Mazo for sure, and enough for us to get a copy of the Atom. I didn't need to play all that. I really wanted to play through the deck and mostly to get all the destruction I wanted. We have a pretty good sized deck now. I'm very happy with it. And it works well with Man of Steel, so I can't really ask for much more from it. And the hero is working with a Hawkman, obviously. I have no defense this turn, so we're going to have to see what happens. Our new crisis is Hunting Down the Lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 different superpowers from hand. We're playing solo, so that can be from our discard pile as well. And we have different superpowers there right now, so as long as we don't get a villain, we should be okay. Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and line up against himself. So the 2 highest ones are usually, what is it, Black Lantern, Batman, or something like that. Oh, we have Starro. Oh, Black Lantern, Martian Manhunter, that's what I'm thinking of. But here's Batman at 6. Bizarro doesn't have an attack, so it is those 2. So what order do we want to do this in? Each foe discards the top card of his deck. You may play each one, blah, blah, blah. Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. We're going to go ahead and just do it. So each player discards the top card of his deck, because unless I do this, discard 2 cards. Okay, I have to discard 2 cards from Mogo, and I don't want that. So we're going to discard 1 for Starro, and we have to gain a weakness, and I have an equipment in my discard pile, I gain a second weakness. But we've got a lot of card destruction, so I'm not worried about those weaknesses lasting. New card for the turn. And to beat this crisis, we need to destroy 4 different superpowers from our discard pile. And I know we have, for instance, we have 2 copies of Bulletproof. We have a copy of X-Ray Vision, so that's 2. You know, we can do another copy of Bulletproof because we don't have any more. We haven't got enough destruction, is what I'm saying. I don't want to weaken my Man of Steel too much, but I do want to get this crisis over with. Do I have any superpowers in my hand I can use? I do not. So that's, oh, they have to be 3 different ones, don't they? 4 different superpowers. So this one can't be done. I guess channeling emotional spectrum for 3. And our 4th one, we'll get rid of... Ooh, this is tough. It's between Rage Blood and Crystal Shield. We can get Crystal Shield back. I like Rage Blood. You know what? No, we're going to do Rage Blood because I've got a bunch of destruction cards. I don't need to rely on Rage Blood. So there's our 4. Rage Blood, channeling the emotional spectrum, X-Ray Vision, and Bulletproof. Those destroyed and hunting down the lanterns. Okay, let's take care of Graves now, because we haven't even really done the turn yet. But we've got Lobo. You may destroy up to 2 cards in your hand and or discard pile. There goes the weaknesses. That's just over already. So that's 3. Draw a card. Eight. That's 2 heroes, so we get to draw another card. 9. Choose even or odd. Reveal the top card of your deck. We're going to say even. It's odd. All right, so we're at 3, 5. That's so 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to say this is an equipment, because it is. Plus, oh, I didn't play that yet. Sorry. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, I can put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. We're going to put the bat signal on top of my deck so that we can play Man of Steel again. So again, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because I don't actually... Oh, wait, we're going to play this. We're going to get a villain from the destroyed pile. 14, 15, 16. So let's see what villain we want. I think I want to get Starro to purposely use with the Atom, and use the Atom to get a copy of Super Strength. So yeah, it's going to be Starro. I still have 15 power, which is obviously enough to beat Graves. So he's done. And you know what? We'll buy Lasso of Truth also, just to have that extra defense card floating around. We might need to give it up to a crisis anyway. Alright, our new hand has a copy of Cape and Cowl to defend us, so that's good. Alright, let's get on this. Our new crisis is Reshaping Our World. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost with another card in your hand. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. I think that one's actually different, and so though it has to be, obviously. So, Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis of each of those cards as a different cost. Okay. Top 3 cards, different costs. Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. We're going to defend against this with Cape and Cowl. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. There we are. We're in good shape here. We are in good shape. So new card for our turn. White Lantern Power Ring. I couldn't be happier. Honestly, these things are just going really well. We're going to start with the Bat Signal, getting a hero into our hand. That hero will be Man of Steel. And we'll use that to get all of our superpowers back out. And with all that destruction in there, we're going to be able to get rid of any of the junk that's kind of floating around our deck right now. So, let's just do that. So we're at 4 power. 4 power. Let's use Heat Vision. So that's going to be 7 power to destroy what? I might not have anything I want to destroy, honestly. I think I'm in a pretty good place. Yeah, we're not going to destroy anything. We're just going to go for high power this turn. So, 3, 6, 7. Let's go with Zatanna to get to 8, and I can put 2 cards on the bottom of the deck. They have to be 2 cards of different cost to help our odds here. So we're going to put Starro down there and the Atom. That's what we're going to do. Starro and the Atom. We have to draw a card for playing 2 heroes. I have to now. I already looked at it. Okay. So we are at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To beat this, you have to reveal the top 3 cards of our deck. If they are 3 different costs, we can. I think it's just reveal them, right? It's not discard them. Just reveal. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? We got a 3, a 1, and a 7. So they will stay there, and Reshaping Our World is defeated again. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so we're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and draw a card. Draw another card. We're going to use the Atom on Starro here to get ourselves a copy of... Where are you, Super Strength? There's Super Strength. It's working. Everything's working. So again, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 5 gets us to 14, 18, 23. It's crazy. 24. Look at this. We can destroy it. We will not. I mean, that's enough to buy this. It brings us down to 19. Nothing else in this hand is going to be used. Oh, you know what? We would buy this, and then we can play Robin to put an equipment into our hand, and then we can play White Lantern Power Ring to get a hero. I don't think there is one that got destroyed, though, honestly. I think all the heroes... Oh, well, there's a Green Arrow, but we don't really need them. We get another copy of the Atom, but again, don't really need it. I guess it's just those 2. Is that all it's... Oh, we saw a copy of Catwoman in there. I don't think we're going to use it. We're not going to gain any heroes. We'll just use the 2 power. So that's that. That is more than enough to beat Hector Hammond. And we're going to move on. We're going really smoothly now, and I like that. I do like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Cape and Cowl to defend with again. So that's good news. A new card. Oh, we'll take care of that after the crisis and stuff. Corrupted Companion. We're going to need one of these 2. Up here. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of him. Resolve its attack against each player. At the start of that player's turn, he resolves its first appearance attack against each other player. It's going to be hell. Okay, so its first appearance attack is... Each player puts a non-kick superpower from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We will defend with Cape and Cowl to draw 2 cards. We have Lasso of Truth here to defend against the next attack if need be. It is Black Adam, each player destroys a card in his hand until he has only one card of each type in his hand. Lasso of Truth to defend, you may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Okay, new card comes out for the turn. We are on our way to beating Hell. This is 5 power because of our locations. 6, 7, are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard it. 8, 9, 10. That's 2 heroes for Hawkman to draw a card. Ooh, do I want to destroy something? We're going to destroy Lasso of Truth. That'll get us to, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. That's enough to beat Hell. So he's out. But I still have him to worry about. Plus 3 is 3. Enough is enough to beat this. So that's all the villains defeated. So that's the end of Corrupted Companion already. We're at 0 power. We can get a villain and 2 power from Mara. So do we want a villain? Is there a villain in here that we really want? I don't think any of them are going to help us. Any cards we want that we could use on the Atom. Use with the Atom, though. What's floating around in here? Let's get a copy of Bizarro. I mean, it's 3 power. Can't hurt. Can't hurt. Okay. Let's beat Black Adam quickly. New card comes out. Rage Blood, which don't really need. Sorry, my Two-Face card's all messed up, I noticed. It's got a weird fold in the sleeve. I'll have to replace that after this. Okay. You may put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. What do we want it to be, though? We're going to go Green Arrow's Bow. Oh, nope. Bat Signal. We're going to put Bat Signal on top. So that's 2 power. We're going to use... Yes. Okay, so Clayface is another copy of Star Sapphire. So that's 2 heroes for 1. But that's 2, 4. I can put equipment on top of my deck. We're going to put Nth Metal Mace on top of my deck. Oh, wait. Because there's 2 heroes, we draw a card. Then we draw a card. And it's Bat Signal, which we play to get to 2, 4, 5. And we'll get a hero into our hand. That hero, we all know, it's going to be... Where is he? Is he already in my hand? No. Where's Man of Steel? There he is. So, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and get all those superpowers back out. Incredibly powerful card. I think last season I had 3 games in a row where that card got destroyed before I ever got to use it due to crisis effects or villain attacks. So I'm really glad to have him really for a long time tonight. So that's 8, 13, 14, 15, 20, 23. I can destroy a card. Is there anything I want to destroy, though? I'm pretty happy with my deck. I guess we could destroy Batmobile. Yeah, we're going to destroy Batmobile. 26, I can destroy another card, but I think we're good there. You know what? No, we can destroy Nth Metal Mace. 27, 28, 29. Let's say that top card of our deck. Let's say even or odd. We'll say even. It is 31. He costs 2 less, so minus 11 brings us down to 20. I don't really need Rage Blood. We'll draw a card. Hero? No, we'll leave it there. We'll just stop there. We'll stop there. There was other things we could have done with the turn, but I'm not really interested in them. I was really interested in slimming down the deck, and we got to do that due to Man of Steel. So hopefully we get to do that again soon. So our new crisis is Heroic Sacrifice. That is the end of Hawkman. He lasted a long time. Man. Good, good, good. The player that defeated the previous villain removes his superhero from the game and destroys all cards of cost 1 or greater in his discard pile. Ooh. Destroys all cards of cost 1 or greater in his discard pile. I forgot about that. So that is the end of Man of Steel. That is the end of Man of Steel. That is depressing. That is really depressing. This whole thing right here. I forgot about that part. So a new hero. I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with this one. What is it? We got Crisis Shazam. Okay. And that beats Heroic Sacrifice, by the way. But he reads, when you buy, gain, or defeat a card of cost 7 or greater, you may put a card of cost 1 or greater from any player's discard pile on the bottom of the main deck. I don't have a lot of sacrificial cards here, so I don't know if that's going to happen too often, but we do plan on getting some expensive cards back from that destroyed pile. So, that was our crisis. Our new villain is Archillo. Do we have a defense? We do. We're just going to defend against this and draw 2 cards. He does cost 3 more for each equipment in the lineup. New card comes out for the turn. We will start with White Lantern Power Ring and get Man of Steel back. And we'll go into Black Lantern Power Ring to get a villain. What villains are here? We got Clayface, Two-Face, all the faces. We're going to go with Clayface. We can put up to 2 cards in the bottom of the deck. We're going to put these 2 down there. Oop, nope, that should be there. That puts us at just 1 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, you know what? When we gained Man of Steel, because he costs 7 or more, we can put a card at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to put this down there. I thought about it. I won't do that. So that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll use that to get possession in case we have demonic summoning coming up. So that's really unfortunate that we lost all of those cards. No way around that. New card comes out. Man, Swamp Thing does get us 5 power. Plus 4 is 9. 10, 11, we may destroy cards. I don't think there's anything I want to destroy. I know what I want to do. With that 11, we'll buy Green Arrow for 5. Bring us down to 6. 7, 8, 9 when we destroy Green Arrow. Just 10 here. Maybe that wasn't the best move. Let's go back. So we are at, we won't buy Green Arrow. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess we'll just go ahead and buy our Archillo there. Get rid of him, leaving us with 1 power. When I do that, though, I can put a card at the bottom of the main deck, right? Can. So maybe don't buy him yet. We're at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I can't afford it if I destroy one of these cards. We'll destroy... You know what? Bizarro's not really doing anything for me. So we'll buy this so that when we beat him, we can then put Green Arrow at the bottom of the main deck to help our main deck score, basically. That's the idea there, and that's why I moved that around a little bit. Okay, not too happy with what's going on in my deck. That Heroic Sacrifice hurt me pretty bad. It really did. But we'll get there. Alright, so Our new crisis is Demonic Summoning. There it is. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineups. Hopefully we can get some of those back. So cards that cost 6, huh? Where are we? Heat Vision, perfect. Another Heat Vision, very good. I think there are some villains like Black Lantern, Batman. I think that might be it. I don't remember what Black Lantern Wonder Woman costs. Nope, she's 5, so we're good. So it's just those 3 cards. So, at the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroy a card of cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must destroy 3 cards of cost 6 in your discard pile. It's pretty tough. We're going to try and get around it, obviously, but it's pretty tough. Our new villain is Hellspawn. Each player discards the 2 cards of the highest cost in hand. We have no defense, so that's going to be this 8 and this 5. Okay, we have to destroy a card in our hand. I guess we destroy Clayface. No, we'll destroy High Tech Hero because we can get Clayface back pretty easily. Alright, I guess I can get equipment back into my hand, but I don't have any over here. We didn't put one out for the turn yet. And copy that to get to 2, but that is just the end of that turn. Not good. Alright, new card comes out. At least he costs 6. That's good. We have to destroy a card in our hand. We'll destroy Lobo because we can get him back pretty easily. No, we'll destroy Cape and Cowl. Lobo is really easy to get back. Because I have that Black Lantern power ring, it's not very difficult to get villains if I want them. I think I need to keep Lobo for now. Now we can get Lobo back easily. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I played this, the villains are actually heroes this turn. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll go ahead and buy this one for 6. Do I have 3 6 cost cards over here? No, I have just 1. Just 1. Now there's 2 because Possession just joined it. So we have to try and do it on this turn if possible. Alright, we're going to get 5 power here from Swamp Thing. We can gain a villain, right? 6, 7 we'll use to get Doomsday out of here. We'll use this to gain a villain, which will be Doomsday. And I think we have what we need for Demonic Summoning. Oh, I had to destroy some at the beginning of my turn first. We'll destroy Zatanna because I can get her back real easily. In fact, I'll get her back right away with White Lantern Power Ring. In doing so, we can destroy 3 cards, I think. Well, there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Those are 3 cards of cost 6 destroyed from our discard piles, and that defeats Demonic Summoning. Oh, but just saw your comment. Hold on. Do you own any of the 2-player games? Heard these were some solo variations out there. Have you looked into or tried any of them? So, yes, I actually do. I own all of them. Big fan of the series. So I do actually have, I think, everything. I skipped a few. I'm not a big fan of the Arrowverse, so I don't have the Arrow crossover pack, for example. And I didn't like Batman Ninja. I really didn't like that movie, so I didn't buy that crossover pack either. I think those are the only 2 things I don't have. But yeah, there are ways to use that in solo, and I've playtested a few of them on my Patreon page for members-only videos, and in fact, Season 8 of the Solo Crisis League is going to be using those. So we're going to be using the Confrontations pack and the different Rivals packs in order to create some new challenges. So look forward to that next season. We're still a few weeks away from that, obviously, because we just started Season 7, but it is coming. We will be using it. So I'm at 5. I used all my power, right? Yes, I used my power to buy that. So we are out of cards, or out of crises. We beat the crisis. So now we just have Hellspawn. I think instead of beating Hellspawn, I'm going to try and build my deck up a bit because this is really tiny. But those Heat Visions, Rage Blood, Fortress of Solitude, we're going to be in a very good place to use our Man of Steel. So that's 5. We didn't put a card out for the turn yet. Nth Metal. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. 12. With that 12, we're going to buy Fortress of Solitude and Nth Metal Mace. That leaves us with 8, right? 12 minus 8 is 4, I mean. 5, I can put 2 cards at the bottom of my deck. With that 5, we'll buy Rage Blood. Rage Blood will handle any of those weaknesses that come our way. New card comes out. Batmobile. Okay, let's go ahead and get a hero from the destroyed pile. And, you know, we'll get a villain also. We're going to get Doomsday for our villain, I think. Pretty easy choice there. For our hero, probably high-tech hero, but let's see what else we have available. Animal Man's a good choice. We did lose a lot of heroes early, so it would be good to see some of those back. The Atom could help get some of the better cards back. In fact, the Atom plus these two, very strong combination. Get a hero or villain you don't want, use the Atom on it to get a card you do want. So I'm going to get the Atom. So then we're going to use Man of Steel. That's 3 power, get all those superpowers if we have any over here. I'm not sure what we have. Just the one. 4, 5. 6, 7. And I can copy that to get to 8, 9. With 9, we'll buy Nth Metal and a copy of Heat Vision. Just trying to get some power generation. Just trying to get the cards we need so that we are not in such a strapped place. Because I feel like we've got some really strong cards, but in a really small deck, almost too small to use Man of Steel, for example. He thrives in having a lot of superpowers, not so much the other way around. Supergirl's not really going to help me right now, but Fortress of Solitude will. That is the first time I play a superpower each turn, I can draw a card. 2, are you a hero? It is not, and we will discard it. 3, 4. I can destroy Robin to get something else if there's something else I want. Yeah, we'll get Man of Steel and destroy Robin. Because we can get Robin back very easily via White Lantern Power Ring. So, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is enough to get another Heat Vision. Wish we had enough to get Batmobile also, but we do not. New card here. Don't want those Supergirls. White Lantern Power Ring, easy choice, get Robin back. 5 power. Plus 4 is 9. 10, 11. We're going to copy this Swamp Thing to get to 16. We'll use that to get rid of Hellspawn. Bringing us down to 5. And I will get Batmobile because we've had a few decks, a few hands where I'm not so psyched about what was there. So hopefully Batmobile can help fix a few of those. We don't have a lot of sacrifices in our deck here. We don't have a lot of things I'm willing to get rid of. We do have Cape and Cowl in our hand though, so that's going to be very good for defeating whatever villain we have coming up. Shifting Loyalties. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your left. This one does have a different to beat for solo. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into the lineup. If their total cost is 7 or greater, remove this crisis. That's pretty easy. And Trigon. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. We're just going to defend against this. And draw 2 cards. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we got Man of Steel here, so that's good. We can start our turn with Black Lantern Power Ring to get a villain from the destroyed pile. And we'll get something cheap. Something, you know what? No, we'll get Black Lantern Batman. That's what we'll do. Sure. Okay, so we do that. Then I play Zatanna to put 2 cards at the bottom of the deck. Those 2 cards are going to be Black Lantern Batman and something else. Something I don't really need. Or something we can get back easily. Put the ad in there. Okay? Then to beat, it's just reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Or no, put them in the lineup. So, Nth Metal, Black Lantern Batman, and the Atom. Totals more than 7, so that does technically beat Shifting Loyalties. But if you look closer at the rulebook, it doesn't go away until we remove this villain from the lineup. It is still met. The conditions are still met, but we just have to finish that. So, we are at 1 power. 2/3. Is there a 0 cost card? I don't think so. Nope. 4, 5, 6. Let's get all of those superpowers back. There's not many, so I don't know why I say all of those, but we got them. We'll go ahead and get rid of Black Lantern Batman, bringing us down to 0, but getting Shifting Loyalties out of here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there anything I want to destroy? Absolutely not. 8, 9, 10, and 11. It's not enough to get rid of Trigon. It's enough to buy 1, 2, and you know what? We will get 1 Supergirl to kind of start filling up on those kicks to make Man of Steel much stronger. That's the idea, at least. I didn't use Fortress of Solitude. I really should have. I also have to remember about Shazam's ability to add to the main deck. I often forget about that, especially when I gain him from the use of Heroic Sacrifice. It kind of disappears a little bit easier in the back of your mind. Definitely get that 4 power from Mara for having no discard pile. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is just shy of what we need. We will buy both of these, and we'll probably destroy those Supergirls pretty quick. New card comes out. John Jones. Now that's a card I can get behind. All right, we're going to get 5 for Swamp Thing. 6, 7, 8. We can get some superpowers from over here, but I don't think there are any. Nope. Nope. What we can do now is we can buy John Jones, but because of Atlantis, we'll put it on top of our deck. 9, 10. I'm sorry, it's just 2, I mean. 2, 4. And then, are you a hero? It is. I don't know if I want to do that right now. 5. Look at this card. I may destroy it. I will not. And I can get a hero from the destroyed pile. Let's get Animal Man. He's underrated, I'd say. Animal Man it is. So again, 5, 6, 7, 8. We bought this, bringing us down to 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can play this, but Trigon's ability I don't think helps us. Gain the top 3 cards of the main deck and then destroy a card of cost 1 or greater in your discard pile. We'll gain these. Destroy a card of cost 3 or greater. Is that it? Cost 1 or greater. Not great. I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of Supergirl. No, we'll get rid of Robin. It's not doing too much right now. But we did gain another copy of Robin, Fastest Man Alive, and Gantha. So that was a very strong combination. Really wish we still had Crisis Hawkman. Those heroes, very powerful. Good to have it going. We have a very strong deck here, and we should be able to beat Trigon very soon. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our first superpower, so we can draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we'll copy Doomsday to get up to 16, which is more than enough to defeat Trigon, and also buy Aquaman's Trident. But we don't need Aquaman's Trident, so we're just going to leave it there. We just don't need it. What do we have here? We have no defense in our hand, but we do have Mogo at our disposal, so we'll probably end up using that if need be. We are just about there. our new crisis is Rise of the Dead. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards with different colors from hand. We can do discard pile too because we're playing solo. Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy any defense cards used to avoid this attack. We're going to go ahead and let Mogo get destroyed. When any player is attacked, you may discard 2 cards. If you do, that player avoids the attack. We'll discard... who should we discard? I don't think I want to discard Indigo Tribe because I think we want to use that to get a super strength. So we'll actually discard Heat Vision and King of Atlantis. That does destroy Mogo, but that's okay. Oh, wait, after we beat that villain, we could use Shazam's ability to put a card at the bottom of the main deck. That's going to be a Supergirl at the bottom of the main deck. I didn't mean to do that. When a new card comes out... Oh, this is removed from the game because of Rise of the Dead. That's right. Oh, but that means I can't use the Atom on Indigo Tribe. Because in doing so, Indigo Tribe would be removed from the game, and I can't have that. I'm going to go ahead and get a villain from the destroyed pile. Is there a villain of cost 7? Because that would solve my problem. There is Lobo and Bizarro. We'll take Bizarro. We'll then... I can't use it this turn, though. Okay, I tried. I really tried. He does cost enough, though, that he does trigger Shazam, and we can put a card at the bottom of the main deck again. We'll put Rage Blood down there, because I'm not foreseeing a lot of action from weaknesses coming up. So that's 4 power here. All right, we have to destroy 4 cards of different colors, huh? Let's try and do that. We've got Bizarro, Batmobile. Just looking at my options. John Jones is going to be useless because the new villain is the final villain after this. Is there a 4th color in here? I don't have a 4th color in here. That's a problem. How am I have to gain a weakness somehow. Oh, we didn't add a card to the lineup from the destroy pile at the beginning of the turn. If it's not a villain, gain a weakness. So that weakness could be the 4th color we need. So please don't be a villain. To shuffle everything up, please don't be a villain. Okay, it is a villain. Okay, perfect. But we can't beat it. Oh, they have to be 5 cards of different colors? 5 is a bit higher than I was thinking. 5 is quite a bit higher. This might be pretty tough. So we gained a villain. 4 power is all we have. We can at least use that to get Aquaman's Trident. It's another equipment that we can destroy if need be. How are we going to destroy 5 cards of different colors? I don't think I can. That's 4. I mean, what's the 5th color? I need a weakness. That's what I need. I need a weakness. A weakness and a... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I need a weakness. I can't get the starter, obviously, because those are gone. These should be in the destroyed pile, not over here. So we need a weakness. But we can get one as long as a card that's not a villain comes out. Alright, so that's what we have to try and do. We can't purposely, it's random. But we have to get a card that's not a villain to come out of this destroyed pile. So, we've got something in here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And kind of cut to the middle there. It is a villain. So no weaknesses for us. We can play John Jones, which will get us this card. 5 power and draw a card. I'll take that. 6, look at this card. We may destroy it. I will not. 7, 8, are you a hero? It is. 9, 10. 11. No. 9, 10. 11, 12. Say hero. Nope. 13. 14, 15, 16. We can at least get rid of both of these for 8. And we'll gain both of these for 5. You know what? We'll gain a kick also for the full 8 experience. My thought process there is just to have a... Yes, so locations would count as a color. The issue is that it's not in my discard pile. So I can destroy them from my hand or my discard pile. Location cards are ongoing, so you have to control them, but they're always in play. They don't count towards Rise of the Dead, unfortunately, unless they're in your discard pile. If they're out and about, you can't use them for this. So there's that, and I have to get a card out for Rise of the Dead. Please don't be a villain. I need the weakness card. All right, what do we got here? All right, not a villain. We will gain a weakness. So let's try and beat Bane so we can beat Rise of the Dead. I want to make sure I can do that from hand or discard pile. Yep, discard pile or hand. Perfect. 5 power here from Swamp Thing beats Bane, bringing us down to 1 power. And then let's see what we got here. We have 1 color, a 2nd color, 3rd color, 4th color. What's our 5th color? What am I missing here? Equipment. Oh, I'm missing a villain. No, I have no villains here. Oh, I have Bizarro in my hand. Perfect. There's Bizarro. These are all removed from the game, and Rise of the Dead is over. That's good news. Sorry, wrong button there. So we are at 1 power still because we spent 4. 1, 4. Fortress of Solitude says draw a card. Draw 2 cards. 5, I can get an equipment into my hand. 6, 7, are you a hero? It is not. And we'll leave it there. 8, I can get to 10 though if I destroy a card. We'll destroy a kick. You know what? I don't think we have to. Yeah, we don't have to. We'll just say 8. 9, 10, 11. 12, 13 is more than enough to beat Doomsday. And we can move on to our final card. But because we bought a card of enough value there, Shazam can put a card at the bottom of the main deck. That's going to be a copy of Supergirl, just to keep that going. No more cards to add down there, but that's okay. Let's see what our new crisis and everything is. So, our final crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain, there's only 1 left, into the lineup, and resolve each of its attacks. That supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of a player's card. Remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. So, each player gains 2 weakness cards. Each player with a superpower in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. We will defend with Cape and Cowl to draw 2 cards. Very well. Pretty good start. Then our final villain is, of course, Crisis Necron. Each player must defeat his own each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game. Oh, why'd I shuffle them all up like this? I gotta take these all out now. Hold on. So a random villain's going to go in front of us, basically, and we have to defeat it. In defeating it, though, we will be able to beat Necron afterwards. Come on. All right. Oh, 1 more. Perfect. Okay, so each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game in front of him and resolve its attack against himself. I think we have another Cape and Cowl, so we should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so Crisis Necron, the new villain is Trigon, who we will defend against again with Cape and Cowl to draw 2 cards. Glad I had those. So, front of him and resolves its attack against himself. We just did that. Each player must defeat his own supervillain. Necron cannot be defeated while a villain is in play or in the lineup. So we have to defeat 3 supervillains. But because of Shazam, that means that's 3 cards we can add to the main deck. So that's not really a total loss. And it's going to start even stronger when we have Man of Steel to get all those superpowers into our hand. We don't have a ton of superpowers right now, I know, but that's still some, right? Boom. All right, we're going to play Super Speed to draw a card. Because of Fortress of Solitude, let's draw a second card. Let's go ahead. We'll play Doomsday for 4 power, so we're at 7. We're going to play Clayface to copy Doomsday, getting us up to 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 3 is 14. We can destroy a card. We don't need Cape and Cowl anymore because there's nothing else to defend against. 15, 16, I can destroy another one. Probably Cape and Cowl. Yep, Cape and Cowl. That's our 16. Just trying to see if there's anything else I can do. 20. What is available to me up here? We didn't put a card out for the turn yet either. Sorry about that. Ooh, we got a villain. That's okay. So we're going to use the Atom to destroy Black Lantern Power Ring to gain Bat Signal into our hand. So we are at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 21. We already played this. 22, we can put a hero from our discard pile into our hand. We're going to put Fast Man Alive into our hand, draw 2 cards. Ganthet. Put a card of each color of cost 6 or less into our hand. That's all we got right there. It's just those 2. Still at 21, I believe. Anything I can do to draw a card? 26. Just want to draw a card, but there's nothing I can do, is there? Man, I was hoping I could, because then I can play Mara. But 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So we're going to get rid of Trigon. So 38 minus 13 is 25. And I can add a card to the bottom of the deck via Shazam. We will add Catwoman down there. So I still have 28, right? 25, I mean. We'll get rid of Black Lantern Superman. Again, it's down to 12. We can add another card down the bottom of the main deck for that. We'll put Robin down there, I think. Yep. Get rid of Black Lantern Blue Beetle, bring us down to 5. That does defeat the final Crisis. We have 5. We'll go ahead and buy a copy of Robin for ourselves because we did destroy the one we had. And now it's just us and Necron. There is nothing else here. We destroyed a very strong portion of our deck to make that happen. But that is okay because we used Shazam's ability 3 times there. And that is okay with me. Alright. Let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We cannot have villains in play, though, when we beat him. So all those villains in our deck are kind of useless now. We will use King of Atlantis. Nah. Here we go. 2 uses Fortress of Solitude to draw a card. 3, 4, we'll say Hero. It is 9 power. 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15 is already enough to beat Necron. So we can get to 16, 17, 18, and we'll destroy the Atom for fun. 18 power beats Crisis Necron. That was a relatively easy game. Everything, the shuffle, every step of this went in my direction, and I am okay with that. So, That was my first attempt at Season 7, Round 1 of the Solo Crisis League. If you're still wondering what that is, it is a semi-competitive way of playing DC deck building game with its Crisis expansions. It allows us to kind of rank each other and how well we did, using things like the size of the main deck at the end of the game, how much you spent to defeat villains, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Check it out, there's a link below. If you enjoy the videos or the leagues or whatever it is that brought you here tonight, there's a few ways you can support. You can check out the Etsy store where you can get this awesome game mat. I'm really proud of it. It came out beautiful, and I can't wait for more people to get their hands on it. We have the league pins. That's pretty cool too, if you're into that. And also, if you're interested in the pin, check out the Patreon, because one of the level rewards is that pin after a month. So check that out as well. Patreon gives you other rewards too, like mid-round results, a special members-only round between seasons, and stuff like that, including a thank you in the video. Today's thank you is for Cirrus101. Cirrus101 is a member of the Solo Champions League. That's my other league where we use Marvel Champions. It's a lot of fun too. Cirrus101 has been with me since Season 1, Round 1 of the Solo Champions League, and I'm really grateful to have him around. So thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. That's all I've really got for tonight. I had a really good time. It's been 2 weeks since I played the DC deck building game, and that's 2 weeks too long. I really, really enjoyed myself tonight. Thank you for watching, and you have a good night.